Good morning, grade threes. I hope you've had a lovely week so far. And it's Friday, so it's almost the weekend. You only have one lesson to do together before you can enjoy your weekend. So, welcome back to Worksheet Cloud, and we are going to do some grade 3 English today. So, if you have any questions during or after the lesson, ask mommy to send an email to grade3@worksheetcloud.com and we'll try and answer your questions as quickly as possible. So if you can remember, you've done some lessons with me already. My name is Teacher Taryn. We are going to do some English today, some punctuation. So punctuation. This is something we've been doing for quite a long time, and sometimes we forget these things, but we don't always understand why we need punctuation. So here in the pictures you can have a look. There's a full stop and a question mark, exclamation mark and a comma. And all of these things we use for a reason. So, why is punctuation so important? If we didn't have a traffic light or a robot and this car came zooming past, let's imagine, and the traffic light wasn't there to tell him when to stop or when to go, what could happen? There could be an accident. Yes, definitely. So, just like on a road, punctuation tells us when we can go, when we can slow down, and when we need to stop. So I'm going to read this paragraph quickly, but if you look carefully, there is no punctuation in this paragraph. Let's see how it goes if we don't have any of it. Okay, here I go. I need to take a deep breath right before I start. I went to the shop yesterday. I bought apples, pears, bananas, and peaches. Healthy fruit is so good because it boosts our immune system. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Phew, I'm out of breath now. Because nowhere in this paragraph does it tell me where I can start, where I can stop, where I should pause, where I should take a breath. So by the time I got to the end, if this paragraph was any longer, I would have had no more breath in me to be able to read anymore. So, just like the car would race down the road without a traffic light, I had to race through this paragraph because there were no traffic lights to tell me when to stop. So, punctuation is like a traffic light. When it is green, it means that I can go. So there are certain things that tell me when I can go. So, capital letters. Capital letters are always at the beginning of my sentence, and that tells me now you may start reading. So if I see a capital letter, I know I can start. So here, the dog ran around the garden. I don't see any capital letters. And where should it be? It should be at the beginning, where the T is for the. So the needs a capital T to tell me you can start reading your sentence now because the capital letter says you may go. So let's have a look at a few more examples. I draw a picture using my pencil crayons. Now I see a mistake here in the beginning because I don't have any capital letters in the beginning. I needs to be a capital letter to tell me that I can go. But even if I see that letter in the beginning or in the middle of a word, I still need to make it a capital letter because I, when I refer to myself, it always needs a capital letter. We ate supper with Susan and Fred. Here I see a capital W because it's the beginning of the sentence. But here we need a capital letter because Susan is a name and Fred is also a name, so that also needs a capital letter. And we learned this the other day because Susan and Fred are important words. They are proper nouns. They are names of people, so they need capital letters as well. Okay, so here's my traffic light again, and I see the red is flickering, and red always means that I need to stop. So let's see, what do I need to use? Which punctuation marks do I need to tell me when to stop? A full stop, and that is what it looks like. Normally, we'll find a full stop at the end of the sentence. So here I see my green capital letter because it tells me I can go. And I need a full stop at the end to tell me that is where I need to stop. So the dog ran around the garden. That's the end of my sentence, so it needs a full stop over there. Okay, yeah, see, I play with my dog in my bedroom, and I don't know if that's the end of the sentence or not because there's nothing at the end. I play with my dog in my bedroom, full stop. So I do know that is now the end of my sentence. Let's have a look at one more example. My sister loves to sing and dance. Maybe the sentence wants to carry on, I don't know, because there's nothing telling me I need to stop. My sister loves to sing and dance, and it is the end of the sentence. And I've just underlined the full stop over there so that you can see it because it's quite small. Okay, so I see my red traffic light is still flashing. That means something else is going to tell me to stop. A question mark. So a question mark gives you a clue in the name, question. So if I ask a question, I need to end with a question mark, and that is what it looks like. So, what is your favorite color? So there again, I see my green capital letter, and I'm asking a question. What is your favorite color? And normally if I ask a question, I'll ask, and then I'll wait for someone to give me an answer. So, can you hear at the end, it also, your voice lifts a little bit. What is your favorite color? So at the end, I should have a question mark to show that is the end of my sentence, but it's a question. Let's have a look at another example. Do you enjoy vanilla or chocolate ice cream? So now I'm asking which type of ice cream you enjoy more, but there's nothing at the end to tell me that it's the end of the sentence, that I need to stop. Do you enjoy vanilla or chocolate ice cream? And there's a question mark, and that question mark tells me I need to stop. It's the end of the sentence, and it also tells me it's a question. Are you coming to my birthday party? And here's my capital letter. Are you coming to my birthday party? And a question mark at the end. Okay, I see my red light is still flashing. So something else is going to tell me to stop. An exclamation mark. And an exclamation mark looks like that. And normally we'll use this if we exclaim something. And exclaim just means that we say something excitedly or we're shouting something. I am so excited for my hockey match. So you would say that with an excited type of voice. So I, as a capital letter, am so excited for my hockey match. And there's my exclamation mark on the end to say that I'm very excited about this. Stop running in the passages. Now this one I would also exclaim or I would shout, because if I had said it without an exclamation mark, I would say, stop running in the passages. Do you think someone would stop if I said it that way? I don't think so. So if I say there's a capital letter, stop running in the passages, and I have an exclamation mark on the end, then it means that I'm saying it with quite a forceful tone. Stop running in the passages. And then someone would definitely stop. I love my mom so much. And there I see my capital letter, and this is something that I'm going to say with quite a lot of emotion. So I'm going to put an exclamation mark on the end. Because if I said, I love my mom so much, there's a big difference between that and saying, I love my mom so much. Okay, so here I see my middle light is flashing, and that is either my yellow or my amber light. And that normally tells me that I need to slow down or pause. When you come towards a traffic light or a robot and you see the amber light is flashing, then either you need to take caution, you need to slow down because you know that the red light is coming soon after that. So our slow down punctuation mark is our comma, and this comma looks like that. And now there are lots of different times when you would use a comma, but we are just going to look at one specific time today. So we eat apples, bananas, and peaches. And here you can see my capital letter in the beginning is green, and that tells me that I can go. And here I'm telling you a list of things that I like to eat. So I like apples and bananas and peaches, and I can carry on and say a bunch of grapes. But there's nothing in here to show me where the separate items are on my list. So when I list things or I write a list, then I put commas in between. So we eat apples, comma, bananas, and as soon as you see the word and, you stop putting commas. So apples, comma, bananas, and peaches. And there you see my full stop in red to tell me to stop. So let's have a look at another example with our comma. We put chocolate icing, sprinkles, whipped cream, and a cherry on the cake. So now in this sentence, I'm listing different things that I put on top of my cake. So I need to put commas in between all the separate items in my list. So we put chocolate. So now I could put a comma over there, but I'm going to put a comma over there because chocolate icing is one thing. We put chocolate icing, comma, sprinkles, comma, whipped cream, and, so there I see my and I stop putting commas, a cherry on the cake. So now I know where all my separate items are in my list. Now let's have a look at a few examples. The first one is the beautiful bird sitting on the branch. So first of all, I know there's nothing in the beginning of the sentence telling me that I can start. So I need a capital letter. Is the beautiful bird sitting on the branch? And I'm asking a question. So I need to finish with a question mark. Next one. The beautiful butterfly is blue, orange, yellow, and purple. And now I see that the butterfly are all these different colors. That's a list of colors that I see on that butterfly. So I need a comma between all my colors. But I first need something in the beginning of the sentence that's going to tell me I can start. There's a capital T to tell me you may go now. The butterfly is blue, comma, orange, comma, yellow, and purple, full stop. And whenever I see that comma, it helps me to take a bit of a pause between all of those. Because if I had to read the butterfly is blue, orange, yellow, and purple, I get out of breath. So I can say the butterfly is blue, orange, yellow, and purple. And I can take a little pause every time I see a comma. I am so excited to spoil Mom on Sunday. So first of all, I see there's nothing in the beginning to tell me I can go. Capital I am so excited to spoil Mom on Sunday. Now Sunday is the name of a day of a week. So we need a capital S. And then at the end, because I'm saying something excitedly with a lot of emotion, I'm so excited to spoil Mom on Sunday. I'm going to put an exclamation mark at the end because I'm exclaiming something. Okay, now in grade 3, we learn how to write in paragraphs. And punctuation is so important in paragraphs because it tells me where one sentence finishes and where the next one would start. So if we look at our paragraph from the beginning of the lesson, we had absolutely no punctuation marks in that paragraph. Remember how out of breath I got because I raced through that paragraph. So remember that a paragraph is where one sentence ends and I start my next sentence right next door. I don't write every sentence on a new line. So a paragraph will read like a bit of a snake from there all the way. When I get to that line, I just carry on the next line. And I haven't started every sentence on a new line. But let's have a look at our paragraph. I've put in all the missing punctuation marks and I've said I start with a capital I. I went to the shop yesterday. Full stop. So there I can take a breath. I, capital letter, bought apples, comma, pears, comma, bananas, and peaches. This is a list of all the things that I bought at the shop. And there I've got a full stop to tell me now I need to stop. I can take a breath. Healthy fruit is so good because it boosts our immune system. So capital H to say I can start now with my sentence. And at the end, I put an exclamation mark because I'm saying something with emotion. Healthy fruit is so good because it boosts our immune system. Then I can have a capital letter to start my next word, capital A. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. And a full stop to tell me that my sentence is finished, but so is my paragraph. So now my car didn't race through my paragraph because I had a traffic light. And my traffic light are all these punctuation marks that tell me when to start, when to stop, and when to take a break. Okay, so I hope you have a lovely weekend. Oh no, I seem to have forgotten the punctuation marks in that sentence. Let's quickly fix it. There we go. Capital I for I hope you have a lovely weekend, and an exclamation mark at the end because I'm saying it with quite a lot of emotion. So grade 3s, you are very clever, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your Friday and the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next week. Remember that this lesson comes from WorksheetCloud. Until next week, grade 3s, goodbye.